All right, everybody, hello and welcome to the webinar. This is Josh Zwagil, CEO and founder of MyDailyChoice. If you're just joining us, throw a message in the chat, say hello, let us know where you're dialing in from or joining us from today. We're going to go ahead and get started here in just a couple minutes. So throw a message in the chat. We see we got Costa Rica, Nevada, Tennessee, Portugal, Vegas, Arizona, Northern California, Arkansas, Memphis, Panama, Alabama, Baltimore, Maryland, Laguna, Ohio, Virginia, Missouri, Ontario, Mexico. Cool, guys. Well, we're going to get started here in just a minute. For those of you that are just joining us, you should take this time to get this link out to your team, because I am going to be training you guys on the new MyDailyChoice 2.0 mobile app. So this is, I believe, going to be one of the best tools to grow, manage your business, to prospect. Just a really neat tool to have. So you don't want to miss this, or you don't want your team to miss this. So make sure you get this webinar, this link out to them so that they can start using the app as well. So I'm going to give it just one more minute here. And then I'm going to share my phone on Zoom. We're going to try that. I've actually never done that before, but we're going to give it a shot to share my phone. And I'm going to walk you guys through some of the important things you need to know about the app. So let's go ahead, and while everybody piles on, I'm going to share my phone from my computer. So give me one sec. All right, so go ahead and throw a message in the chat if you can see my phone, okay, and if you can hear me as well. Okay, awesome. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So first things first is happy payday, everybody. We had a big payday today. We paid over $500,000 in customer acquisition bonuses, and so. Oh, hang on one sec. What happened? My phone went away. Hang on. Let me get my phone back. I don't know why it did that. Hang on. I'm using a new app called Reflector to screen mirror your phone to your device, to your desktop. So let me see if I can get this working. Reflector. There we go. All right. Let's share again. All right, can you guys see my screen now? Again, my phone? All right, cool. All right, so yeah, we had a huge payday, over $500,000 in customer acquisition bonuses. And just a reminder, if you guys have your credit wallet as your settings, make sure you request a withdrawal today. We cleared some this morning. We're going to clear the rest of them by 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you do that if you have funds in your credit wallet that you're trying to withdraw. So anyway, with the MyDailyChoice mobile app right now, it is live in the Apple Store. Okay, we are working on getting it into Android. The Android version has not been approved yet by the Android store, the Google Play Store. And so we estimate that within about a week or so, it will get approved and get published into Android. So if you have an Apple, you can go to the App Store, you can download it right now, you can start using it. If you have an Android, I'm sorry, you have to wait until it gets approved into the Android store, which again, it could be sometime next week. It should go live in the Android store. So when you go to the App Store, you're going to just search MyDailyChoice, and this is what the app looks like. You'll be able to see these screenshots here that you can kind of preview, the screenshots of the app. And if you scroll down, it'll have a description of the app and reviews and things like that. And so make sure you're downloading the right app, because this app is in replace of the MDC Genius app. That app is going away. We're no longer going to be using that app. That's a third party that runs this app. This is all our own in-house tech. So we're really excited to evolve this app for you guys, because this is a starting point for us with this app. This is a very basic version of the app. What you're going to see is more and more features are going to get added into this app as we go. And so it's really cool because it's connected right into your MyDailyChoice back office. So a lot of the stats that you can see in your back office, you'll be able to see real time in your app as your app refreshes, which is really cool. So again, if there's things that you are like, hey, when is this going to be in the app, or are we going to have this? Just hold those thoughts, hold those questions, because this is the first version of the app. When we make an update in the app, you'll get kind of a notification that will give you the ability to update the app. And then once you update the app, you see new features. So as the app updates, you'll be able to, see those things as we get it updated. So after you download the app, then you'll be able to open the app, and it's going to bring you to a screen like this. And so this screen is where you're going to put in your MyDailyChoice username and password. This is the same username and password that you use when you log into the MyDailyChoice back office. Okay, so don't use a different username, don't use a different password. This is your MyDailyChoice username and password. And if you click this Remember Me button, then it'll remember your password as well. And so that's really cool, because if you are coming to your app frequently and you click Remember Me, you don't have to retype in your password, which is great. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in and start showing you guys some of the features. So this is the home page of the app, and you can see there's a couple different sections on this home page. You have share, you have the leaderboard, your back office, team chat, contacts, notification, shop, subscription, and support. And so these are some of the main areas that you would want to navigate to inside of the app. But another way you can do that is by clicking those three bars at the top left, and then it'll pull up the menu here. And I see some of you guys are saying I can't find the new app. If you can't find the app, don't worry. After this call, we'll post a direct link to the app. So if you're having trouble finding it in the App Store, we will post a link so that you can see it and so that you can download it. And so there's really two ways to navigate. One is by clicking these icons here in the app, and the other way is by going to this left-hand menu that, there's more ways to navigate in the left-hand menu, but these are some of the main ways here. And so the main function that I'll show you first is the share section. This is where you'll be able to share content with prospects and with your team as well. So this is a really important section, and a way that you can, really get the word out about MyDailyChoice, because anytime there's an important asset, and it could be like a brand video, it could be the opportunity video, you may be on the go, you may be traveling, and one way that you can quickly get content out to everybody is through this share section. So it's similar to the way the Genius app worked, but it's much more user friendly, and it's really cool what you're able to do with this section. So if you click on all categories, you'll see it'll drop down the different categories, and these categories right now are mainly just by brand. And so you'll see there's Fuel Factor X, Body Melt, Akashics, Daily Sprays, Hemp Mama, and that's how you can sort some of the share content that's in this section. And then if you scroll down, you'll see there's videos, and it's broken down by brand. And you'll also see that there are two options. The first option is share, and the second option is post. And so you can either share or post. Now, if you click on share, this is basically taking the asset and it's giving you options for how you want to share it. So as an example, if I take this Fuel Factor X brand video and I click on share, it's going to do two things. It's going to open up my phone contacts, and then I can also toggle over to my team. And so one of the reasons why this is so clever to have it integrated into the tech is because we're pulling your data from your organization. And so because the Genius app was a third party, it was really just external prospects. With this, you can actually click on my team and then toggle affiliate, customer, or prospect. And this gives you more freedom for how you're going to be able to share content with either prospects that are in your phone or leaders that are in your organization. And so I'll give an example. I'm going to search Jenna, and you'll see Jenna's name pulls up, and she's a phone contact. So I'm going to click her name, and then once I'm ready to share this asset with Jenna, I'm going to click the next button at the top right. And when I do that, it's then going to tell me the method that I want to send this content. And it could be text, email, WhatsApp, Telegram. And so for now, I'm going to click on text, and then I'm going to hit next again, and it'll show me what the text preview is. Now, if I want to, add something to this text, I'm able to do that as well. Like if I want to add a custom message, I could do that as well, but it is preloaded with information about this specific asset. And so, if you're a leader that's in a different country, and you speak a different language, maybe this is something that you would customize. Or if it's, you're sharing this with like a special contact and you don't necessarily want this marketing language, you're able to do that as well. And so when you're ready to send, you're just going to click on submit, and then it's going to pull Jenna's information up from my phone contacts. It'll preload this text in, and all I have to do is hit send. And you'll see that this URL that is here is attached to me. And so when Jenna clicks on that URL where it says assets.mydailychoice.com with that line of code there, when she clicks on that, she's going to come to a landing page, and the landing page is going to have the Fuel Factor X video. It'll have my contact information and a link to my website, so that if Jenna's like, hey, I watched the Fuel Factor X video, she has my information, she can click on, visit my website, and it's going to take her right into my website so that she could learn more, or place an order, things like that. And so one thing that's really important, do not change or edit the URL that's in here, okay? Do not change the assets.mydailychoice.com URL. If you change that URL, your prospects will not see the asset, okay? That's like super important that URL is in there, because that's what is populating the correct asset. So that's how it works with if you want to share content with somebody that's in your phone. You can also go to somebody that's in your team as well. And what's really cool about this is if you do it with somebody that's in your team, and it's going to pull up two different methods. So the two methods to send it with somebody in your team is text and email. And the reason why is because we have that data. We have their phone number and we have their email for everybody that's in your team. And so if you're going to send something to somebody in your team and you use text or email, it's going to pull their phone number or their email address that is on file in the back office. Okay, so that gives you an easy way. Like if you're building your organization, you're talking to somebody and they're like, for whatever reason, they can't find an asset, or you're trying to motivate your team or get them focused on a certain brand, a certain product. This is a way that you can do it by sharing assets from the app to leaders in your organization, or even customers as well. If you are trying to introduce customers to new products or new brands, this is a way that you can do it as well. All right, and somebody asked, are the contacts automatically loaded? So inside of my team, all of your contacts are already loaded because it's your team, it's your affiliates, your customers, prospects. It pulls your phone contacts just right from your phone. So whatever's in your phone will appear there. All right, so that's how the share function works. The other way you can use the share assets is by clicking on post. And so post is a little bit different than share. Sharing is really kind of, one-to-one. You're sharing it with somebody in your phone contacts. You're sharing it with somebody in your team. That's really one-to-one sharing. Posting is a little bit different because you can post it on some of the apps that you use. Like, for instance, if I wanted to post this on Facebook, you'll see it takes the Fuel Factor X thumbnail, takes the video, and then I can say something about it. And just, a tip here with posting is you always want to say something that's creative about what you're sharing. Like, when you're posting, always use a personal story or a testimonial or something to pique interest. Don't just copy and paste marketing lingo, because there's already marketing stuff inside of this video. There's marketing stuff on this link already, but in order to get a lot of people attracted to what you're posting, you want to post something clever and creative and something conversational for you to, be able to get more people looking at your stuff. So you can say, like Robert Hollis said, hey, check this out. You could say, hey, listen, I've been using this product and, now I'm getting an extra, 20% in fuel economy, and so you want to make it conversational and you want to, create some curiosity around what you're talking about. And so you can post it onto Facebook. I mean, literally this post button will pull up all of the apps on your phone. And so you can do that with any of the assets. You can either share or post. Really clean, really easy to use. I think you guys will love it as you get into the app and you start using it. Okay, we're also going to go into Contact Manager. So this is how you can just, instead of going into the share module, you can still view your Contact Manager by clicking Contact Manager in the left-hand menu, and it'll show your phone contacts and your team. If you need to add somebody, you can do that as well. So if you want to add a phone contact, you can do that just by clicking that little plus button that's right here under phone contacts. So that's one way you can add contacts into your Contact Manager from the app. Now, this feature is really cool. This is the team chat. Okay, we have enabled team chat through the app. Okay, and so what this means is that you can start a live chat with anybody in your organization through the app. And we've set it up in such a way where there will be push notifications when you're receiving messages from people in your team. And so those may get enabled sometime this week or next week, but it's going to be really dynamic to build your organization, because it's just like, most people are on the go and they have their phone and they're using this phone for, on Telegram, on WhatsApp. You can prospect, you can, reach out to your team, you can start group chats, you can do all of that through the app right here. And this is what it looks like. You can see, you can type a message, you can hit the little plus button, and you can, add a file, video, photo, choose from library. All of the basic messaging features are here. And so it's really cool. If you want to start a new team chat, you can click this little plus button up here. You can search for the username of the person in your organization, or you can start a group chat, enter in the usernames, create it, select the channel image, and then you have a group chat. So you can do one-to-one private chats, and you can also do group chats as well. That's how the team chat works. And then my website. So under my websites, you have your replicated website right here. And so if you're not using the desktop version, you can still see your website right here. One click, you can copy your website, or you can share it as well. And then capture pages. Your capture pages are here as well. So not only are your websites here, but your capture pages are, and you can sort by language, and you can sort by, you can see here there's English, French, Italian, etc. You can copy or you can share. And that's how websites work. Now, one of the things that we were really working on and Apple was giving us some trouble with was the ability to do shareable carts through the app as well. But you can do that through the app. You can add, like if you're traveling, you're on the go and you want to, create a quick shareable cart, you can do that through the app. You put the name in, you can select the product, and you'll see the different products that are available will show up. And so you can create your shareable cart. And then once you've created your shareable cart, you'll see all the links are here. And just like it is in the back office, all your shareable carts are right here in the app. Okay, and then another thing that we always wanted was the ability to manage your team in the app, because if you could see your downline in the app, I mean, that would be pretty cool versus having to only log into the desktop version. And so the same features that are inside of the back office are also inside of the app under My Team. So for instance, if I click on binary list, you'll see it'll pull up the binary list. And I still can search by user ID. I still can search by username. And so one thing I want to point out to you are these little chat bubbles, because if you use this app correctly, you can really start a lot of conversations with your team, people that you may have not, for the leaders that are on, if you're a 25K affiliate, a 50K, 100K, there's people in your organization that you have never talked to, guaranteed. And this app gives you the ability to talk to them. And so if you see these little chat bubbles, you can click that little chat bubble and it'll open up a chat with that person. So one way to use this is if you click anywhere outside of the chat bubble, I'm going to just click like by the person's flag, it's going to open up that person's team. So you can see how the team is starting to open up every time I click on somebody. Okay, so that's one way to use it. Or if I want to chat, I just click that little chat bubble and it's going to open up the chat with that person right away. So that's a really cool feature. That's in the binary list view. In the binary tree, you can scroll left to right and you can scroll up and down. Okay, that's how the binary tree works. Left, right, up, down. You can click bottom left, bottom right, just like we added into the back office. And there's these little eyeballs here. If you click the eyeball, it'll take you down a level in the tree. So if I keep clicking that eyeball, it's going to take me down and down through the organization. And you still have this little search here to be able to search for a username for the binary tree. And then enroller list, it's similar to the binary list. You can click on each person to drill down through the organization, or you can click the little chat bubble. And then we have enroller tree. And so the enroller tree is also up and down and left to right. And so that's how you use the enroller tree. If you click on a user, it'll pop up their details so you can see if they're on subscription, their volume, their personal volume, join date. And if you click the little eyeball, it'll bring you down a level as well. Somebody said, did you create the app? Yeah, we created this app. This is our own tech. It's connected into the back office. And so it's really complicated how it all works. But yeah, it's our app, it's connected. And when we update in the back office, it'll update in the app as well. Here's the holding tank. And so you can place people from the holding tank the same way you can in the user back office. And so as you sign people up, if you have your settings as the holding tank and you're away from your computer, you can just go right into your app and place them through the holding tank. And look, you guys can also use the whole website's mobile responsive. So you can log into the back office from your phone and you can still, do all of this. But the point is it's in an app as well, which is really cool. And then under reports, we have a lot of the same reports that have been resized and reformatted to function inside of the app. So like, for instance, the bonus trackers are here. So that same bonus tracker that shows your rank achievement bonuses that are in the user back office are now in the app. And these will light up green and blue as you hit the one-time ones and you qualify for the different monthly levels. You also have the global bonus pool. So as you're enrolling, you'll see these enrollments will light up in purple, and then you'll get shares as well as your enrollments are going up. Somebody asked, is everything the same as Android? Yeah, the app's going to be the same as the Apple version is pretty much the same as Android. There may be some things that look and feel different, but the functionality is all the same inside of Android as it is in the App Store. Your decline report is here. This is where you'll see the failed subscriptions in your organization. And then let's see, you have the rank report is here where you can see your ranked users in your team. And then binary qualification as well. This is where you can look at who's binary qualified in your group. You see their left leg, their right leg, their PV, their PECV, and it'll say, you know, yes or no if they're qualified. If it's yes, it'll be green letters, yes. If it's no, it'll be red letters, that's no. And so that's how the reporting works. We're working on adding more dashboard reporting right now, but there is a way to do that, which is really by looking at your rank. This is the My Rank page. And so this page will show you some of the things that you need to see that are on the dashboard, like your personal volume, personal customer volume, qualified volume. It'll show you what rank you are, things like that. And it'll also show you your enroller tree. So it'll show you your top legs and how much volume each of them have, just like it shows you in the rank in the rank page of the back office. Okay, and then under this left-hand menu, there's also earnings, and so you can, as the earnings post, you'll be able to click on the earnings and view your summary through the app as well. So when we post earnings, it'll also go into the app. You can click on the earnings report, and you can view each person that you've been paid on inside of the app. All right, there's also, if you see down here under My Rank, there's training. And so training will post all of the training videos that are in the back office. And this is really an amazing view, because when people say like, hey, I can't find the training video, what I'm going to say is download the app and click on training. And it's like right here, they can select language. All this stuff is really easy to view. You just click on it and boom, it's right there, you know, showing you the video, which is amazing. So that's how the training section works. There's also marketing assets as well. And so we decided not to put all of the marketing assets inside of the share content. So before you guys ask a gazillion questions, there's a reason why it's like that. And think of it this way. If you put every marketing asset inside of the share content, then the share content becomes very cluttered and people don't know what to share. Okay, so we hand selected the best content under each brand to put that inside of the share section so that people are sharing the right content with prospects and people in their team. If somebody else wants any of these other assets, you can just tell them, download the app, go to marketing assets, and it's all right there, you know, or go to your back office and it's all right there. So I know there's going to be people that ask, hey, how come or when is this asset going to be inside of the share content? And the answer is it's probably not. It's probably not going to be in the share content because you don't want everything in the share content. You want only the stuff you're supposed to share, which in our case is mostly the videos about each product, the videos about the brand, the opportunity video. You don't want everybody in your team sharing a gazillion PDFs. So I view these marketing assets more as a place to get resources and I view the share content as a place to prospect. And so there is a big distinction between the two. You prospect with content that is duplicatable, that is going to sell the person getting into the business, and you use resources for people that really want to learn more information about each of the products or the business, the opportunity, etc. So that's the marketing asset section. And then there's notifications. And so one of the cool things about this app is you're going to get push notifications for a few different scenarios. You'll get a push notification every time you have somebody reorder in the business, a personal person that reorders, just like how we have that reorder email that you guys were asking about during the 420 sale. That is a push notification. So when you have somebody that is a level 1 customer or a level 1 affiliate, when they reorder, you're going to get a push notification. It's going to say, congratulations, this person reordered. Every time you get a commission, you're going to get a push notification in the app. It's going to say, congratulations, you received a commission, and it's going to tell you the amount that you received. And that's that alone is a neat feature because it's just a reminder that you're getting paid. And like Robert Hollis has his app connected on his Apple Watch, and he's getting a notification on his wrist that he got a commission. That's a cool thing. That's a new thing in MyDailyChoice. We've never had anything like that. It's the social proof. It's the alert. Payday is one of the most exciting days. And so the fact that you're going to get a notification about it is really cool. You're also going to get a notification every time you enroll an affiliate. When you enroll an affiliate, you get a push notification. When you place an order and there's an order ID and a receipt, you're going to get a push notification. When you enroll a new customer, you're going to get a push notification. So there's a lot of notifications that you're going to get as there's activity happening in your business. Another thing we're able to do as a company is send you a push notification. So the reason why you want your entire team to download the app, 1, it's free. 2, they can manage their business. 3, they can prospect through the app. 4, they're going to get push notifications. And 5, they're going to get notifications from us. Every time we do a sale, every time there's an announcement, every time there's a promotion, they're going to get a push notification through the app. So it's a really good way for you to immediately engage your team by them downloading this app and putting it to use. A couple more things I'll show you is shop, subscription, and support. Those are really the last elements of this app. And so, we tried to build a way for you to shop through the app, but it's really complicated to do that inside of all the different Apple stores and the Android store and connect it into the system. And so one of the things that we were able to do as a workaround, which is like a good second best, is a single sign-on into the back office. And so if I click on shop through the app, what it's going to do is it's going to take me to the MyDailyChoice site, and it's going to auto log me in. So I'm auto logged into my account, and I'm able to start shopping. So it's still very seamless. It's still mobile responsive, where you click on shop, boom, you're logged right into the environment. So instead of them having to re-enter their username, password, find where to log in, things like that, it is very seamless. So we're really excited about that. And then same for subscription. When you click on subscription, the same thing happens. It takes you right here, and then it'll auto log you in to the subscription section of the back office. So if somebody wants to manage their subscription or they want to shop, they click on either of those things, and they're logged right in, which is super cool. And then last but not least, there's support. So all of our support information by country is here inside of the app, and then you can log out. And so in a nutshell, those are the main features of the app. I'm going to turn my screen share off because I want to say a couple more things, and then we'll wrap up here. So it's been a crazy couple weeks. We launched this brand new tech 2.0 with our new website. with the new customer back office, new user back office, and now we're getting into the app. And like I said at the beginning of this call, this app is going to take an evolution. This is the first release of the app. And when you see what we're going to add into this app, it's going to blow you away, because there's I don't believe there's one network marketing company that is going to have anything like what we have inside of the app. I'm talking about being able to build your business, grow your business, manage your business, and prospect all from your phone, not even using the back office. And so there's a lot that's going to be added into the app. We're adding the dashboard insights are coming in. There's all the cool features and new tech that you guys haven't even heard about yet that's going to be added into the app. So this is the first release. It's brand new. Please give us your feedback on it. You can go to the App Store now. You can download it. You can put your username and password in and play around with it. And over the next, couple of weeks, there may be some updates. So you may get an alert on your phone that you need to, click the update button, and then that will refresh your app. One thing I've noticed with the app is if you're using the app and then you go away from it for a long time, like 3 hours or 4 hours, and then you come back to the app, sometimes you will have to log back in to the app for everything to refresh. And so that is one thing that I've noticed. But other than that, I've been using it. Some of the inner circle leaders have been using it, and everybody's had nothing but good feedback on it so far. So that was just a little training for how you can get in and use some of the main features. I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, if you have feedback for the app, or if you run into a glitch, please let us know. It is a very fast release for us. We were supposed to launch it, right before 420, but we put all hands on deck on 420, and we're excited to get this app out to you guys. And really the next thing on our list after this is going to be the live stream. And so we wanted to wait. We didn't want to do all this during 420 because we wanted everybody to really focus on the sale. And we're really glad that we did that, because we, broke some records in the company for our numbers on the sale. And just looking at the customer acquisition bonuses today, I was looking at 1Ks and 5Ks that have earned more in a weekly check from customers than they've earned an entire month in MDC. And so it's really cool to see, some of those affiliates that have had lots of personal customers start winning in the compensation plan. And everything's really starting to come together. So want to thank you guys for tuning in. Download the app, try it, use it, have fun with it. Give us your feedback, and we'll see you guys all on the next call. This call was recorded, and we'll post this call in the back office and on Telegram. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.